Whenever November 5th comes around in the world of cricket, it's always special because it's the birthday of not just an Indian superstar, but a world superstar. And turning 31 today is none other than Virat Kohli, and somebody alongside me, Zahir Khan. You've been there from the start of his journey, particularly his national debut for the Indian team. Take us back to your first memories, seeing this under-19 star winning the World Cup, captaining India, and then coming into the senior side to join stalwarts like you.
Well, the birthday boy today is turning 31, so which is almost great that, about a decade now or more than that.
11 years.
2008 was actually the time when I interacted with him. This under 19 kid who has won the World Cup, captained the Indian team in the World Cup, won it, and been part of RCB. So he joined the squad under draft system. So things were just happening for him, and he made his India debut pretty fast. I mean, one thing which stood out was his hunger. Hunger to success, hunger to learn things. I think he was always very driven, and the young boy then has matured very nicely and taken the responsibility, now captaining the Indian side and always evolving himself. So wish him all the health and happiness and lots of runs for the coming years. He's been doing a phenomenal job. With not only his batting and ability to score runs, I think just the way he has been leading by example, constantly evolving himself and pushing that bar higher and higher, has been a true inspiration to many. So may he continue to do that.
But did you see signs when he walked in there? I mean, it's one thing to win an under-19 World Cup, be it captain or as a player, but coming in and making that step up to the national side, he wasn't quite what he is today, the fitness freak, the vegan, that absolute, you could see it in his eyes. At that time, he would have been a more carefree young man, just looking to make it as a brash young batsman. Did you see the spark from day one?
He was always a very hyper kid and someone who is full of energy, and I think he's a great example of the saying that talent can only take you a distance, but if you have to go really far and achieve a lot more than what a talent can offer, or talent is just a basic package, I think he's the right example of that.
Yeah, and 2011 obviously almost slipped under the radar as part of a champion side winning the World Cup. You had so many greats. Obviously, the whole talk was about Sachin. The famous quote came from Virat itself. But, at that time, and then going to Australia, that was really the making of Virat Kohli, the champion, taking that next step.
Yes, I think, that series was very, very important for him as well, because getting 100 down under and getting that confidence, it's something which was very important. And I think at that stage in his career also he understood, what all is going to take for him to be really making a strong impact at this level. So that tour was instrumental in terms of shaping or understanding for himself what it's going to take, and he made a lot of changes after that also in his lifestyle, in his approach, be it finding more in-depth knowledge of what he should be doing in terms of training, in terms of nutrition, all those kind of factors. And I think when it came to technique, that England tour was very instrumental in terms of understanding. When he was troubled in that series, not able to score those runs freely, getting out early and missing out on those innings. So that was a really good learning curve for him. I think technically after that he worked hard on his game, and in Australia tour on the other factors he really worked well to understand and take things to the next level.
We often talk about many formats of the game. And yes, for someone as flamboyant as Virat Kohli, you'd expect him to only don the blues and talk about T20 cricket, which of course he does brilliantly. But he's someone who champions the traditional form of the game, and he's probably the leader in terms of making sure that it stays right on track. How important is his role to make sure Test cricket is alive and well?
But I think he understands the importance of his role with regard to keeping the Test cricket alive as well, and I think he takes a lot of pride in Test cricket, in going out there for any cricket. I think, playing Test match cricket, it's in a way giving that sanction to the world and to himself that okay, yes, you are good enough, and it's about proving one's talent under any kind of circumstances, and the importance of Test cricket will remain. I mean, I've always been of the opinion that Test cricket will always survive any kind of format which is coming, because that's the topmost level of the game. Like a PhD. You have to be a Test player. You have to prove yourself at the Test level to announce it to the world that okay, you are capable of dealing with any kind of scenario as far as cricket is concerned, and that's what he believes in as well. So it's great to see that he's taken that responsibility upon his shoulders to make sure that that Test cricket survives, and he's a true ambassador of the game as well.
Just 31, and it seems as if, in terms of what he's achieved, he seems about 45 at the moment, just purely from his achievements.
Absolutely, and I think and that's the curve which I'm talking about. Like, he's someone who has shown that in terms of the drive which he has. No one can catch him with that kind of a drive. So we always talk about him having a milestone of Sachin, the numbers which he's chasing. I think that has certainly helped him in terms of saying to himself that okay, fine, it's going to be a marathon effort, and I need to be ready, not only in terms of just getting runs, but I think his physical fitness also has to be of top quality. His mental drive, his understanding, and the focus has to be of top quality, and that's what he has done so far, and he's on the right track in terms of achieving those numbers as well.
Yes, certainly a mountain he's climbing. Come on, what's your message now as he turns not 45 but 31? Give him a message.
Well, go out there, enjoy your life, score lots of runs, and be the inspiration that you have been so far. Continue it for years to come.